What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Virzi Effect podcast show. My name is Paul Virzi, and today is, Friday, July fucking pandemic. I don't know. And you guys listening to episode 456 with somebody that I've wanted on this show for a long time. I've done many podcasts with this man. I believe he was on my 300th or 400. No, he was on my 300th TVE. And we've done many podcasts, which I know people have loved when we were together. And he's here now, the one and only from the YKWD podcast, from his hilarious stand-up specials. The man, the myth, my friend, Bobby Kelly. Bobby!
Virz, what's up, buddy?
Oh, dude.
How you doing?
Good having you here. So when do you think you got COVID? When did it happen? Because we know now. All right. So let me do a little backstory here. So Bobby used to say, Virzi, what the fuck? You telling me I got COVID? You know, mind you, when I had it, he's telling me, I think I have a fever for a week. I go, you got it. He's going, what the fuck? And you found out you do have antibodies, correct?
I have the antibodies. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I've been checked twice. I don't have COVID, but I do have the antibodies.
And your wife and son both no antibodies?
No antibodies.
Wow. And you're an affectionate, great dad, kissing, hugging your son. He's got nothing.
I understand why my wife has nothing, but my son should have the antibodies. The amount I fucking show him affection. Yes. My wife, if she got COVID, she got it from another guy.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious. No, and you're still on the diet.
I'm still on the diet, but I fell off it 2 weeks ago because I kind of had to eat rice and like crackers and soups and shit because I got sick. I got beaver fever.
What? What the fuck is beaver fever, dude?
I got beaver fever. I got
Well, you know what? We know the name of this episode.
You know when we went up? We went up to camp.
You went camping.
I went camping again.
Uh-huh.
And I think I either I got some type of parasite from not cleaning my stuff correctly, like well enough.
What do you mean not cleaning your what stuff?
When you go camping, or like okay, when we went camping, I had that water jug. It's called the Be Free jug, and it has a filter on it that eliminates 99.9% of bacterial stuff in North America. You can't use it in Mexico, you'll die. But the stuff we have up here in all the rivers and lakes and stuff,
right?
You can pretty much dip that sucker in the water and fucking drink out of it, and it will purify all the bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But you have to clean it. Like, so if you dip that in the river, right? And some of that water gets on the top of it that's not filtered,
right? You
drink that, and you can get a parasite from that called beaver fever.
Now, you know for a fact you have this?
Well, you know, me and Matt, so I went camping Bushcraft Party Boys with Joe and one girl, Joe, Ari, and Sarah Talamash. I actually took them to where we went.
Okay.
Right? Beautiful spot. The week after that, I went with Max to the KOA. Now, it could be cross-contamination.
Okay.
I had a cooler, and I had meats on one, meats and drinks in the same thing. And I usually have my cooler that I bring KOA camping. It splits it. One side has like a bag in it where all the meats go.
Yeah.
And it keeps everything over there. And then over side is for drinks, orange juice, whatever you have. But you keep the food over here and the drinks over here. Nothing gets cross-contaminated. I was lazy. I don't know. I was lazy that time. I didn't wash my Be Free thing out. There could have been some water in there. I was very lazy, and I fucked up, and I got sick, and I got what I deserved. So now, I came back, the chills, shit in my pants, fucking, it's terrible.
And you went to the doctor for this now? Like the doctor?
I went to the doctors, and they gave me this beaver fever pill, right? And it took it away. Took it away. I mean, I was shitting fucking, Aztec Adobe clay out of my ass. I could have made houses with my shit.
Oh,
And
geez.
survived in the winter, but at least it wasn't the other stuff. It wasn't the other way where, it was just every 15 minutes I was going to the bathroom just a little bit. It's killing me. Stomach cramps, fever. I wound up getting checked for COVID again, which I didn't have. And then I went camping again.
Yeah.
And let me finish before you fucking jump in, and I will let you.
Okay.
I went camping again, and I was clean. But I came off the meds, I think, a day too early, and it came back. And now I'm back on the meds. I got a scan of my stomach. I got blood work done, so we'll find out.
Okay. So, all right. Now let's talk about this. Okay. When are you going to say, you know what? Maybe sitting in this dirty fucking pond, okay, when are you just going to go, you know what? I did it. Yeah. Bushcraft. Fuck this. And just and retire.
Okay, Paul, the world's coming to a fucking end. Okay. I don't know if you've watched the news, but you're going to fucking need me. And the fact that I know what beaver fever is, and I went through it so you don't have to. Right. So when you come to my house, when they're fucking burning down fucking Westchester, okay, when they start coming up here and they're burning it down and we got to go in the woods, right?
Yeah.
You're going to fucking, that I know how to field dress a squirrel. You're going to know, you're going to like, all right, what do I do? What do I do?
Well, I got a gun.
Oh, you got a gun. I got a gun. We got guns.
You got a bigger gun than me. Okay.
What'd you get?
I got a Ruger 22 rifle, semi-automatic 10-shot. It's one that you got to give a couple of squeezes to get somebody down. It's not. I was afraid to get one of those guns that you got that could fucking cut an elephant in half. And
I got a Mossberg.
Yeah,
I got a Mossberg. It's like it's a legal sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah, I mean, your gun could like flatten an elephant against the wall. Like, I don't want that power in my hands. I got some,
Well, to be honest, that a shotgun, because you can change the shells. And the reason why a shotgun's better for home defense, because the aim doesn't have to be on target. Like you're gonna have to go fucking play Duck Hunter on your computer to make sure you fucking what are you gonna I just go whap and it spreads out and fucking and the noise from that's gonna and I got the chikit, that chikit. You hear that shit breaking into a house? Come on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, you got but I think I don't think they're coming up this far. I feel like if the end of the world's coming, I don't think they're gonna make it up to Westchester.
Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming.
Oh, you're ready?
Biden, if he gets elected, he is going to put Section 8 housing all over the suburbs. So your little town you live in, they're going to have a fucking projects. They're just going to stick a Section 8 housing up there and fuck you, take over some land, eminent domain, take some farmer's land, and stick a nice fucking Section 8 housing up there, ship people up from the city, go up to fucking that beautiful town you live in, and there you go.
All right, so you think invasions are coming for sure?
Well, that's really happening, but I don't know if it's gonna come true. But I just said that.
Yeah,
but I think, dude, listen, man. I want to fucking go further up, Virzi.
Yeah.
I want to hear somebody coming.
Yeah.
I want to see lights and go, who the fuck is that?
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting to the point where it's like, I want to be like, do you hear something? Yeah. You know in those movies where fucking Mark Wahlberg is like a sniper, he's out in the woods and he's with his daughter and they're having breakfast. All of a sudden he goes, Go downstairs. What? Someone's coming. And he can hear blah, 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 and he can hear a helicopter from fucking 9 miles away. I want that house.
Dude, I want to see you barefoot with your shotgun in front of your house like that family in St. Louis when that fucking guy was barefoot with a fucking whatever he had. He had like an AR and his wife had a fucking James Bond gun. I want to see you fucking barefoot. Just
well, think about that. Those rich cocksuckers.
Yeah.
That guy's a civil rights lawyer. Civil rights lawyer for 20 years.
Wow.
Let me say it again. Civil rights lawyer.
I didn't even know that.
Civil rights lawyer for 20 years. He lives in a gated community. This is America. You can become rich if you really work hard and do what the fuck you want to do. He moved to a gated community. Why is it gated? He doesn't want to worry. He doesn't want fucking people just coming up to his door and robbing him or scaring him. He doesn't want that. Okay, a mob, doesn't matter for what, breaks his gate down break it down.
Yeah.
And fuck you. We ain't fucking knocking. We ain't ringing a bell. We are coming through your gate. Imagine that. Imagine seeing, and these people, look, I know this. I love how they put peaceful protesters. You lit the fucking America on fire. You stole shit. There might be some in there, but there's also some violent fucking people that want to light shit on fire. And this guy and his wife have had a gun waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
And it came. And then they went on their front lawn. Don't fucking come here. And they got arrested.
If that, you're 100% right. And I love how they say peaceful protest, but they break a gate. They rip a gate down, But let me ask you a question. It was peaceful. Only 8 of them ripped the gate down and rushed the guy's front steps.
The guy was literally saying, hey, we're going to kill you and we're going to take your house and I'm going to live in that bedroom. She's going to take your daughter's bedroom. It's like, listen, man, this is the exact, look, now he probably should have stayed in his house.
Yeah.
Like in New York City. Paul, I don't know if you know this. In New York State, you cannot shoot somebody outside your house.
No, you can shoot somebody if they come onto your property. No?
No, Paul. You have to retreat in your house. You have to stay in your house. If they open that door, if they come through a window, whack.
So if they rush my front yard and they're not at my front door yet, but I see them running with a gun.
Yeah, you can't.
I got to wait for the actual front door to open.
I believe you have to retreat into your house, call 911. And if they break through your door or window or blah, 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 you have to say, I have a gun. I'm going to shoot you. Please leave. And if they don't and they come in, you can shoot them. But you can go to jail for 25 years if you just went on your front lawn and shot somebody.
Dude. Well, I'm glad we're doing.
That's why I want to move to fucking Texas. I want to carry a 6-shooter like Wyatt Earp on my property.
Dude, forget no shoes on. Forget barefoot. I want to see you holding that fucking sawed off, just nothing but tighty whities in the fucking on your front step. Come on, motherfuckers, just cocking it back.
I had somebody. I was on some podcast and I was like, I got a gun, and they're like, why? I'm like, why not? Why the fuck wouldn't I have a gun? If things crime went up 200% in Manhattan. I think 100-something people got killed in Chicago. They're shooting people every fucking day. People are getting fucking scared.
Yeah.
Okay. People aren't making money. They don't have food. Okay. Shit's going down slowly, right in front of us, but very rapidly behind the scenes. Yeah. Unemployment's gone today. Like, you ain't getting the check no more.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no job to go back to for a lot of these people. Restaurants aren't open. it's all fucked. So it's like, how do you? People are gonna start to get desperate. You need food. What are you gonna do? I think it's fucking done.
All right. Well, this is a feel-good podcast today, everybody. Episode 456 with Bob. Get guns and fucking run for the hills. No, here's the deal. I agree with you. 89 people were shot in New York City in the last what week. 89 people. The shootings are so. For anybody to say why have a gun, it's like you either don't have a family or property. Another reason why is a fucking black bear was in my wife's garden.
When?
Like right before July 4th weekend, a black.
Can't say bear. Black bear. Just say bear.
I'm gonna get canceled for the fucking fur color of the bear.
Yeah, don't say bear. Just say bear.
It was a brindle bear.
Oh, can't. Brindle, listen.
Listen, there was some reddish. There was some red. There was.
Whoa. You can't say that. Gingers.
That's right. Because then
it's an American Westchester bear.
It's an American.
Don't say America. America's bad. If you say America, you're racist.
It was a hairy. Wait, no, I can't say hairy. You can't say hairy because then
No, it's not a hairy. Don't say hairy.
Yeah, no, because then Europeans will get mad. So what was it? What was it? It was a
creature.
It was a mammal. There you go.
A mammal. Perfect.
A mammal.
No, don't say man. It's man. I think man. Yeah, you can't say that. It's too close to man.
Yeah, it had teeth. Can we say that or no?
I don't know. Dentists might get mad at. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that.
You know what I said, Bobby? I said pretty soon they're gonna just wheel us out. They're gonna push us out in a bubble on stage, and we're just gonna stare at the crowd for an hour. And when an hour's up, they're gonna clap and they're gonna roll us out. Nobody gets offended, and we don't have to say a word.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's. I imagine. I could have. I mean, think about this. In my lifetime, you can't play colleges. In my lifetime, you used to play colleges all the time. College kids were great. You go to a college and do a show, and they didn't give a fuck. It was so fun, and you made a lot of money. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars. Comics don't play colleges.
No, I found out that some of the bookers of the colleges watch your act, and if there's anything that they think somebody can be offended by, they just don't want to take the chance.
Yep.
I did a college. The last college I did was in Connecticut, and at the college, I was making fun of UFC fighters not having bare feet, like just why they can't put socks on or fight with sweatpants like that, And I got a letter from a kid's mother saying my son was, and then sent me what the kid wrote, and he goes, "Do you know how hard these people train? Like, I can't believe you would say something." And dude, when I saw that, I go, it's over. It's over. Like, I couldn't make a joke about seeing a guy's fucking crusty yellow feet on the fucking mat that I don't want to see as a joke. But
it's a good point too, by the way.
What?
A real good point. They should wear like fighting socks.
Even the ones where your toes can go. Like, I don't want to fucking see. I just don't want to see a guy fucking wrapped up for 5 minutes on the ground with his fucking yellow toe and the fucking blood rushing to the tip of his yellow toe against the fucking, the gate or the fence.
Chain link fence.
What
good point.
Why not just go like tight, like spandex pants and cover the feet?
Well, spandex pants you can't do. You know why? Because it's easy to grip and snap, do a leg lock.
Oh, okay.
The reason why the less clothes, the easier it is. They used to fight in a gi, but you could just kill somebody with a gi if you know jujitsu. You just strangle them with their own fucking shirt, So the less clothes you have, the better to slip out of stuff. But you're right. They should cover the foot, maybe a toe cover.
Something. Just cover the foot. Just cover. Feet get me. You know that. I mean, me and you have been sending the same picture of a foot back and forth to each other for fucking 4 years now. And it's just when you see a bad foot, for me, I'll get sick. I'll get nauseous. It's not, if I see a fucking clawed hoof, I just can't, on a human, I can't. Here's how bad the foot was. I sent the foot to the listeners. I sent the foot to Bobby. Bobby looked at it, and it's still to this day one of the funniest things. He looked at it, and he squinted, and Bobby goes, "That's not a hand." And I fucking still, to this day. So I love watching the UFC. And I love watching the fights. I love watching a good card, especially now. The feet, I could, throw a pair of socks on. It would just be a little more comfortable. But not in a fucking weird way. Now somebody's going to say, why, you kids, what do you fucking know? It's just, I'm not a foot guy. I'm not a foot guy. And I don't want to see it when barbaric fights are happening. That's all. I'm just not a foot guy, But I agree.
Everybody has a fucking voice now. Everybody can complain about everything. It's like back when everybody started suing everybody, when they realized, oh, I could sue somebody and make 10 grand. I can slip and fall in a fucking McDonald's and make 10 grand. Yeah. Everybody started suing everybody. And then the world got fucked up. So they started eliminating shit, rides got less fun, amusement parks, everything's everything you can get sued. So it's like, don't do that. Don't say this. And we're getting to the point now. I'm telling you, Canada, they sue people for saying shit. Comics have been sued in Canada for saying shit. So now it's infiltrating, and it's our fault. It's our fucking fault.
Yeah.
We wanted to become fucking rock stars and do arenas. We had it on the down low. We were jazz. We were rock and roll. We were in these clubs, maybe a little theater here and there, maybe some group shows, fucking being the motherfuckers. And then we had now we're all in these fucking arenas. Now we're on major TV network. Now everybody's fucking doing Madison Square Garden. Everybody's doing arenas, all flying fucking private jets and boats and buses and fucking, and now we're out in the public. Yeah. It's like the mob. When the mob started fucking, that's what ruined the mob, is when they started revealing the secrets.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Our secrets were fucking, we went to this little shithole and we said the most outrageous, fucked up shit.
Yeah.
For the people that wanted to hear that stuff. Yeah. And if you came in and you didn't like it, go fuck your mother. Get the fuck out and don't come back. And there was nowhere for them to go because we weren't, you know what I mean? We had nothing to lose. Now, you got all this fucking shit to lose.
And the funny thing about that, Bobby, and I agree, is that like our intentions were to make light of horrible things because they were horrible, and that's what our talent is.
Yes.
Right? So our talent is to get a bunch of people in a room, let them drink, and we talk about fucked up shit. We try to put light on it because we're fucking comedians. And
mostly our fucked up shit.
Mostly our fucked up shit or fucked up shit in our lives that we've seen.
Right.
So we try to make it okay. We try to make it fucked up. I remember when, and I'm not saying it was the smartest tweet, but when Gilbert Gottfried did that thing about the tsunami, and then I saw the documentary and his wife was going, when he saw those 100,000 people dying, he was so upset. So what he did was he used it in his way. Now, I'm not saying when you work for a corporation to put something out there. Sometimes you should think first. I get that. But what we do is we do that. We do shit. And sometimes jokes fall flat. And sometimes we make a fucked up decision. I had this guy, and I don't want to mention names, but I had somebody, and I've talked about it before, but I did a podcast with somebody. And when I did the podcast with them, I go, the one thing I hope, when all this gets back, hopefully, when all this gets back to normal, whenever, 2 years, 3 years, when we could go back into clubs and people could sit next to each other, maybe this shit happening will lighten people up, and maybe people will go, hey, you know what, I paid money for 2 drinks, and somebody actually goes, wow, how could your mind go there? How could your mind actually go to that? Like, it's almost like you're trying to go backwards. And I'm going like, after all this, we're watching people die, man. We're watching.
Yeah, no, because listen, if my rule is, if you're not worried about getting canceled, you're not funny.
If you're
if you're not worried about getting canceled, you're not funny.
If you're saying something that is so safe for everybody, then you're bringing dick to the table.
Listen, you're trying to play this. What happened to comics, I believe, and we became actors. Actors always gave the great interview. Actors always, well, I think the cast is a beautiful cast. And then the little slight reveals every once in a while, we get that inside. He tried to lie, and they hated each other on set. We're like, what?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did the thing together, and they were so good.
Yeah.
We became actors. Comics were never that. We were the ones who would call that shit out. Phonies, fucked up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But that comedy became so big. Comedy became bigger than fucking rock and roll.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Fucking arenas, right? And when you're that big, and now everybody fucking knows you, right? Shut up, Siri. I fucking hate. Shut up, Siri. Fucking, I didn't even say your name. They're listening right now, dude. She's listening. Anyways, dude, we became these fucking actors.
Yeah.
And we're out there too much. Now we have to act like actors. So when we get interviewed, you can't be funny. Like I remember when I used to do these have you ever done like upfronts?
No, what do you mean?
All right, upfronts, when you get on a TV show, right? You have to go to LA and do these upfronts. You spend a weekend at this fucking insane hotel, right? And the press from all over the world goes there.
Yeah.
And all the shows from that network come in for that 2 days. And then CBS will have the next 2 days, and ABC will have and they stay there for a week. And the press does all these fucking interviews with the cast. So you go up in front of, like, you and the cast sit up on this big thing, and you do this interview in front of the world press. And then you go into these little rooms, and you go table to table to table to table to table to table to room to room to room, all these little different interviews with people. And some of them are big and some of them are small. And I, as a comic, was trying to be funny in all of them. The people I was with were actors, and they were answering the questions in a actor way. I made none of the interviews.
Yeah.
I would look at these interviews, little snips of me, but they wanted. I think the cast is a really great cast, and we really work well together. And the show itself is really a microcosm, and the way and it's a fascinating. I really enjoy working with these people. They didn't want this guy stinks. I'm kidding. He's fucking great. I love it, but he's really he's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the guy had to because, dude, that's really fascinating, dude. That's such a great story, and that's amazing because it's like you're the guy that wants to diffuse the seriousness. It's like, hey, Bobby, what was it like? What was it like working with Dennis Leary or something like that? And you're like, well, I know Dennis forever. I mean, it would have been better if he didn't need to take a break for every a joke. Like Leary's one of the only guys that I know that can walk the line. Yeah. Like he could be, but he's the star. So he gets a lot of leeway. Yeah, right. Like you know what I mean? Like we would tit for tat a little bit, but he knows how to do the act, what they want, and then how to be funny and, throw that shit in. But he's a superstar, Right. As far as it was a weird thing to me. And I learned that if I could be a little more Hollywood, right, and we call it phony, right? Comics call it being phony, but it's playing a role. Newscasters, right? Yeah. Hello, hey, morning people. They're fucking degenerates. I've done so many fucking morning news shows, and the fucking weather guy or the sports guy shows up later at my show, and he's trashed, and he's fucking, let's go get some fucking cocaine. What? Yeah. You just, yeah. What? Yeah, I did one where a guy was like, fuck these people. Just go out there. And I was like, and then the camera went on. I got to tell this story since you just said that. I love working with Bobby. Bobby and I have worked together in Vegas. We've worked together on the Impractical Jokers cruise. We always just have a great time. We were actually, before we were good friends, we did a run in Just for Laughs when I first got to Just for Laughs. And, we did that relationship show and everything. So I've always had a great time with you, whether we were going to Chinatown or whether we were, but what about when me and you went to Vegas? So for the listeners, this is a lot of fun. Bobby and I were at the Vegas Cellar, and Liz hit us up. Shout out to Liz from the Cellar. She said, you guys are going to do morning radio in Vegas together. right,
Right.
together. I don't know if you remember. It was
I
a
do.
man and a woman on the thing, and the guy looked like he just stepped off the set of a CBS soap opera. Remember? I mean,
Yeah.
his hair was, I mean, the guy had like crystal blue eyes. His hair, I
Yeah.
mean, the guy he just looked great. So Bobby and I, we go in, it's bald, sitting there, and we're like, we don't want to do this normally. We don't want to do this normally. What are we going to say? Come down to the thing. So Bobby goes, slap me in the face. He goes, do you remember? He goes,
Yeah.
slap me in the face, and then I'm going to slap you in the face, and we're just going to freak these people out. And I go, what? And he goes, dude, slap me in the face. He goes, say to me, pay attention to him and stop ignoring him and slap me in the face. We're 2 minutes away from going on the air live.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, dude, I can't. What? He goes, dude, fucking don't back out. You're slapping me in the fucking face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, and the guy comes out, and the guy fucking looks good, and he's talking. Remember, he was like, oh, why don't you come to my ranch and ride my horses? I mean, this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this guy.
Typical morning TV guy.
I mean, yeah, he was like, why don't you come to my, we'll hang out after this. And now I'm in my head going, I got to slap Bobby in the face at some point in the first 2 minutes of this thing. And I'm trying to keep a straight face. And all of a sudden, like, hey, we're here with comedians from the Comedy Cellar. We got Robert Kelly, Paul Virzi. They're going to be all week at the Rio for the Comedy Cellar in the Rio, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, the guy is talking, and Bobby purposely goes away from him. And I go, hey, pay attention. I slap him in the face. And slapped him in the face, and both go, oh, and then it got really weird and funny. Liz fell out of her seat, and then later in the thing, Bobby goes, hey, what'd you say? And he slapped me in the face, and they literally, remember how quick they wrapped it? They're like, all right, well, if you guys want to come down, that was the best.
They don't know how to live out of that bubble. And you either go in that bubble and you go, hey, it's great to be here. It's going to have a great weekend. Come on down to the Comedy Cellar. Paul's hilarious. No, you're hilarious, Bob. All right, we're both kind of hilarious. All right. And you fucking you'll wind up putting a gun in your mouth at the Rio.
I remember.
So it's like that. And let's have fun.
Yeah.
Let's laugh. And then the people that saw that, who laughed, that's the guy I want at the show.
Yes.
Those are the people I want to come. The people that go, what the heck? They're stupid. I don't want you coming.
Right.
I want the fucking guy, like Patrice always said, make the camera guy laugh and you're in. That means you're funny.
Yeah.
Don't make if you make the host laugh, fuck them. If the camera guy's going, if you hear that, you're funny.
Yeah. I just hope that, dude, and it seems like anything now, man. I really hope that this doesn't turn bad, man. Like, I hope that we can do whatever.
What are you talking about? What? It's already bad, Virzi.
No, I mean, I'm talking about when we get back into clubs.
Dude, I don't know when that's not happening until next year.
All right. Well, then next year, I want to be able to go in and be the way it was.
It's here's the fucking funny part about this is now they said flatten the curve, flatten the curve. Stay home until we just got to flatten. Now they flatten it. Stay home again. No, we're not open. We're stage 4, but stage 4, no comedy clubs. Blah. Okay, but we can have job lots in Walmart open all fucking day long with people going in and out of Target. Yeah. But nobody can go to a comedy club. We can't figure that. You go to a hospital, it's fucking jammed.
Dude, I went to Walmart. I went to Walmart up here. You would have thought they were fucking handing out $100 bills. The Walmart was so fucking packed, and I'm going, how is this? Like, if you took a quarter of these people, you could have a decent comedy show. That's how many are here.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes. And it's like, now they're saying that, I mean, dude, it's getting fucking nuts. Now they're saying that it's like herpes, like a virus. Like you'll have it forever. And it could come back at any time. They're starting to say, that's what they're saying about COVID. Like you'll always have it. It's just lurking in you like herpes. This is shit. Now, look, I'm not saying that. I don't know if that's fact. Don't email me. I don't want to see your fucking tweets. Dude, that's not true. I'm saying that that's what's being presented now. Okay. So no, this thing is, who knows what the fuck it is, right? No. Who knows what it is, Max?
What? Oh.
It's Max. When I'm on a show, he goes to the window and he goes, and if I go yes, he can come in.
Oh.
If I go no, he can't come in. He just wants to come in. He just wants to be. But yeah, dude, Virz.
Wait, I'm gonna have this again?
I'm not. Listen, I shouldn't have said that because I knew how you are. Listen, I'm
gonna
saying
be smelling everything all over the fucking house in the next week.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Listen. My point is that they don't know what the fuck this is. They don't know how to get So until they can wipe this thing out, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, look, you take this, you're done. You're okay. Right? We're not going back. Now, if we don't go back to stand up, and now you go back to stand up and you're going to perform in front of plexiglass. That's not the way it is.
Right.
That's Roadhouse with fucking, at the Double Deuce.
I saw.
You know what I mean?
I saw an indoor comedy club with the plexiglass coming down from chains. It was like you're in a fucking fish tank, and it was brutal.
So yeah, dude, I did a theater. I did a theater. Okay, I was doing theaters.
Yeah.
And sold out comedy clubs.
Yeah.
Popping bonuses every week. And now you want me to go in front of a room with 50 people, maybe,
in front of
spread out,
yeah,
with plexiglass in front of me.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's gonna be a fucking. It's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know. And it's like, I can't make the money I was making.
No, dude.
It's like, so why am I gonna go travel if it's gonna actually be not worth it to go? It's going to cost me money to go.
Yeah.
All said and done.
Yeah. My agent, because when I got the Antibodies, I told my manager and agent, I go, hey man, I'm ready to go out. I'm ready to go. And they were like, okay. And all of a sudden you're looking at the money and I'm like, oh, well, I can't go for that. I need to go for at least this, And here's the other thing. The fucking airplane was packed. The airplane was packed, dude. And I'm going like, okay, so I can't go into a comedy club, spread out, and tell some jokes, but you're going to put these people in this metal tube, okay? By the way, American Airlines has now said that they're not going to do the middle seat anymore. They're going full capacity if you want to fly domestically, okay? But you have to wear a mask and wipe shit down. How the fuck is that on an airplane? It's like, yeah, man, it's like.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. You pay me money, you give me the money I want, I'll sit next to a fucking 9 Chinese people with no mask coughing. All right, I'll put a Ziploc over my head. I'll put some mitts on. I'll fucking hold my breath for 2 hours. I want to go back and do some comedy.
I know.
But
yeah,
I don't give a shit, dude. But it's if it's not worth it, I can't go. I mean, I just can't do it. I'll risk my life. There's a number for me.
Yes.
There's a fucking number.
Have you done any of these drive-ins yet or no?
Nah, I just booked one, but it's going to be like a TV show, so it's kind of worth it.
Okay.
I'm going to do one. Look, as a comic, I think you should do one of these drive-in shows if you get an opportunity to do it, because you're going to be part of history. You're going to look back on this in 5 years and be like, dude, I did one of those. You know what I mean? So I look at all these comics doing shows out in parking lots in the back of flatbeds and in the park, and they're hell gigs. They're terrible, but you're doing them. And I think it's great that they're doing them because they're going to have this memory, and it shows the passion they have for this fucking comedy. I love that. I mean, think of the hell gigs we used to do.
Yeah.
It's not too far off than being outside on the flatbed. Well, being at a VFW with fucking 6 drunk elderly guys yelling shit at you, telling you suck, is not too far off from some of these gigs.
I agree and disagree. Here's what I'll say. I will say this.
Oh, I love when somebody does both. when they agree and disagree. This is going to be great. Go ahead. Let me get comfortable.
I agree with doing maybe a big drive-in once to see what it feels like, and to be up there where in front of the movie screen and see the cars. Maybe in the right situation, if it was the right circumstances to try that, yes, would be history. As far as standing on a picnic table or in a park or on a fucking vehicle, I'm not fucking doing it. And you know what? You could have that part of history, because I'm going to tell you something, dude. I saw some sad, sad things that my peers were doing. Not judging. God bless you. You want to make money. But I will promise you this, Bobby. You will not see a fucking Instagram or Twitter picture of me standing on a picnic table screaming at people in a park. It's just not going to fucking happen.
I agree. Listen, I agree. I fucking hear you. I have to back off of my statement. I agree. Yes. But those people, I mean, listen, it's not like it was Colin Quinn, right? If you saw Colin Quinn on a picnic table in a park, like, what the fuck? I mean, those people, they weren't too far off from a picnic table in a park anyways, right?
No, listen, I get that.
My point is that when I was younger, I did gigs anywhere. It didn't matter for the passion of comedy. Yeah, I did a lot of fucked up gigs in a lot of fucked up places. So these young comics who just want to get on stage and do stand-up, I kind of get it. Me and you, we're Westchester boys. You know what I mean? And we're a certain type of guy where it's like, look, there's a number. I do have a number to get on a picnic table.
Yeah.
But it's not $100.
Oh, listen, if you want to write me a decent sized check, I'll fucking bring a picnic basket with me. You know what I mean? I'll bring cheese and wine and grapes, and I'll fucking put the table mat out. If the number's right, of course. But these guys for $25 spot money, running up to strangers in the park that are feeding ducks in Central Park, I'm not fucking doing it. And
I respect it, though. I respect the passion.
I do too.
They just want to get on stage, and they're like, I don't give a fuck. I was performing at the Village Lantern on a Tuesday with a mom and her baby. I mean, this is not that far off from what I was doing.
And if any comics listening to this want to go, well, it's easy for you two to say you had specials and I never did and I need to get on stage and work. I totally get that. I'm not knocking it. But understand the hell gigs that
we're knocking it. Oh, we're knocking it.
Yeah, but here's
the thing. Definitely for all the comics that are sitting there going, well, we're definitely knocking it. That's fucking ridiculous. But we understand it.
Look, I stood on a Coca-Cola crate as a stage in a fucking pub in Jersey, yelling jokes at people as they were trying to ignore me eating dinner. So it's like, and I know what that feeling is going home, and I know you do.
Dude, I stood on a fucking bar in Minetta Tavern and did comedy for a rich guy and his fucking hooker friend for $250. I get it. But if there was ever an Instagram of me doing it, I would not mind you smashing me for it.
Yo, what's the worst paying gig for the worst circumstances you ever did? I did a $150 gig at a restaurant where when I got there, the owner said, yeah, I don't want to do this, and then he said, and then he goes, look, I would rather just get local guys that could bring friends. But I talked to your manager. Anyway, look, we don't have a mic, but there's a Radio Shack. I swear to God, there's a Radio Shack down the road. You could get one. I'm not paying for it. Up to you. And it was I drove to fucking Staten Island to a restaurant. They kept the TVs on. I saw this poor family eating chicken parm, trying to look at the TV as I'm going like, yeah, so my grandmother's, dude, it was for $150.
Yeah, it's not, listen, dude, I did a gig. I drove in a snowstorm to, I think it was called the White Stallion. It was in New Hampshire from Boston. I was in a fucking 2-door Lincoln Coupe. The steering was fucking so wobbly. I was driving like a cartoon, like this, the whole way up, just so we wouldn't die. We get up there. The host was a guy in a wheelchair, and the guy who owns the bar. There was 4 people there. 4 people. 4. It was a snowstorm. 4 alcoholics, and the guy who owns the place got up. He goes, "All right, let's give it up for the host. He's in a fucking wheelchair." You know what happened? He goes, he got in the wheelchair. He was emptying a fish tank out of the 2nd floor window, and it pulled him out, and he fell and snapped his neck. Now he's in a wheelchair. He goes, "Hey, asshole, why don't you just let go of the fish tank?"
No.
He goes, "Come on up, give it up for him."
No. Is that the true story of how he?
That's how he got.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
So me and the con, like, what the fuck? We both went up and fucking ate our cunts, and then we had to just drive home in this fucking snowstorm. I mean, it was the scariest fucked up night of my life. Like fucking, I think it was $75.
Oh my God.
Point being, we get it, but I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Dude, did you ever hear that Don Gavin story?
What's that?
Don Gavin, the legendary comic from Boston.
Yeah.
I worked with him. I opened for him in Springfield, Mass. at the Basketball Hall of Fame, and he was great. There's a story about him. I forgot. One of you great Boston comics told me about it. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Burr. I don't know who it was. It might have been somebody said that he went to a park, an outdoor thing, and there were picnic tables. This is years and years ago. Yeah. And he showed up for a hired gig, and he just saw people sitting at picnic tables in a field. And the lady goes, "Oh, great, you're here." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm here for the show." And she goes, "Yeah, you see that picnic table over there? Just go and perform for them." And he goes, "All right, cool. Let me just get to my car and get my props." And he went to his car and just never came back. He said, "Sure, let me just go get the props in the car." And he just got in his car and was like, "I'm not putting myself through that."
Yeah, you know? I mean, yeah, there's yeah, that's fucking brilliant.
Oh,
that's
dude,
fucking brilliant.
I had one other one. I went to this bar show in New York City. Downstairs, there were 7 people in the crowd in the dark, just staring. And I remember I went up and I'm fighting through it, and it's horrible. And I see Louis Katz. Shout out to Louis Katz if he's listening. And I just see him put his backpack back on and and I go, "What do you think?" He goes, "Yeah, dude, I want no part of that." Yeah. And I thought about how fucking brilliant that was, because there was no reason. It's just that thing that comics have where we'll put ourselves through things because we have this dumb thing of like, can I do it? Do I love it? It's a challenge. But like sometimes, and we've learned as you get older in the business to sometimes go, you know what? This is a boxing match. I don't want to be punch drunk. I don't need this. I don't need these hits. Does that make sense? I don't need these fucking hits. And when a comic
fuck.
What happened?
Ah, your mother's cunt. Fat fucking piece of shit.
What?
Cocksucker mother.
What?
Mother's cunt.
What happened?
I just spilt a fucking iced coffee.
Oh, God. Bobby just spilled an iced coffee all over his thing.
Iced coffee. This is the 15th time I've fucking done this. I've done it like every fucking time I have an iced coffee.
I love hearing the no mic and the muttering of curses in the back. I just hear, "Motherfucker, you fucking cocks."
Cocksucker, motherfucker, all over electronics. Bring that over there and do this.
Oh my God, dude. Oh. I'm not editing. By the way, I'm not editing any of this.
Huh?
I am not editing any of this for the show. I am. If you think for a second that I'm not going to have you screaming curses at a fucking computer screen and keyboard during the podcast, you're out of your mind. Oh my God! How much did you spill? Like, was it full? Oh shit!
That was a fucking brand new iced coffee with coconut cream.
Forget the iced coffee. What the fuck? He's going, it's coconut cream, brand new iced coffee. How about the expensive equipment you paid for?
I don't give a fuck about that.
Oh my God! You just the coconut cream. That's so.
I was thoroughly enjoying that iced coffee with the cigar and the talk. We having a great talk. This is why this is life. Yeah. Man makes plans and God laughs.
Yeah, there's no.
I mean, the universe just fucking laughs. My calendar was booked.
Oh, Bobby,
I was set. I was taking the summer off, Virzi. I didn't know I was going to take the year off.
Dude, listen, man, this hit us all. Last year was one of the biggest years for my touring. You know, made some decent money. You know, things were going really well. And touring and getting ready for the next hour, which I have ready to go. And we're waiting to see when I can do it and shoot it and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's funny how God just goes, "Oh, you think things are going that way? Oh, okay." You know, it's we're going to the beach tomorrow. Everybody get your floaties. Get your fucking thunderstorms and over.
Yeah, flat tires.
Flat tire. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did it to my
pulled
stepfather
over.
one time. My stepfather got mad one time. My stepfather loved to fish. He still loves to fish, but he had a whole thing planned. We're going to go out to the Long Island Sound. We're going to get on a boat. It's going to be a bunch of people, like 30 people. You pay a certain fee. You bring sandwiches. You fish. He's so excited. It's me, him, my mom in the car. He's all ready. I'm probably 11, 12 years old. He's all excited. And on the drive, I go, Steve, I don't feel good. And he goes, what? I mean, no, he planned it. He planned it for weeks. And I go, I don't feel good. He goes, hey, you'll be all right. I don't feel. And I just fucking threw up all over the car. They had to pull over. They had to clean the car. My mother goes, we can't take him. And it was just quiet on the way home. He just couldn't go. We just couldn't go. And I know to this day, I think he still remembers how bad it hurt because, you plan something and you're ready to go. And I just threw up all over the car. And he looked at me as like, this kid ruined my day.
Yeah. It's a fucking, it's, if this is anything, it is a lesson in acceptance. It's a lesson into what, being grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
And appreciating what you got. Right. Because
everybody,
I'm talking, forget about the people that, the elite, you know what I mean? Who could take 5 years off and, this is, I got in touch with nature. This is great.
Oh yeah.
These fucking people.
Yeah. I love when millionaires go, now's the time to hire a nutritionist. And now's the time to, what you shit's like, really? Yeah.
You mean my wife who doesn't let me have regular peanut butter? That nutrition, the one I have to eat almond butter, that one?
Pick a hobby and get good at it. Yeah. It's only going to cost you 15 grand for the year that you fucking don't have. And I'll tell you another thing, man. Anybody saying like don't perform, like here's what I say to that. When I was in Arizona, I got to give my agency credit. They called up hospitals to find out what's going on. It's
15 hours.
I mean, what is that? What is that?
That's you.
No, it keeps happening. Is it the camera? Because every time I do something, every hour, something announces it's 16 hours. I don't know what it is.
Paul, I don't know what it is.
How do you not know?
I'm not at your house. I just spilled iced coffee over every electronic I have.
You know everything about electronics. You had the fucking iPhone before when the fucking flip phone was still out.
You got a guy just say 16 hours. It's probably a countdown to the fucking end of the world. The fuck?
Yeah, could you imagine? Technology's getting really good. They know.
Did you hear today?
What?
Did you hear today?
No.
That the government's going to start releasing UFO shit?
Yes. I heard today that they're basically admitting, dude, here's a conspiracy theory for you. What if they were like the only way that people will be able to accept the crazy shit, that the secrets that we have is to do something like this. Unfortunately, I'm not saying that the people that died you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when is the best time to tell somebody, oh yeah, UFOs and aliens exist? Also, this happened with this politician that they thought was maybe a pedophile. Oh, that happened. We may know by the time this thing is over, we may know JFK. We may know fucking everything, if the
Sasquatch.
Oh, dude. Tom Green came on my podcast and said that, and he came on my web series, Dude, I Called It, and he said that they're going to find him and it's real. And he meant it. I don't know, dude.
Listen.
Would you be surprised if they grabbed something? I wouldn't, dude, if they peeled
I don't know Tom Green. I don't know him. I do not know him. He seems like a nice guy.
He's a great
Never met him. Yeah, okay. I know. You guys are probably friends because I know how the bond happens when you do a podcast together. I get it. There's no Sasquatch.
Look, maybe you're right, and maybe there's not. They haven't found bones, so I would agree with you more than that there is, because that's my number one thing. If there is a Sasquatch in Washington or Montana or wherever they say this fucking creature is, whatever it is, you should find bones. You should find bones of the young. You should find bones of the adults, and they don't have it. So I'll give you that. But 2020 is so nuts Okay, what's gone on in 2020? I was talking to Giannis about this. What's gone on in 2020?
It's
If
crazy.
they pulled if they told me that they found a Tyrannosaurus Rex in Nevada, I'd believe it. At this point,
yes, I agree. There is, but I am not taking conspiracy theory facts from Tom Green. Okay, I will take other things from him, but that is not one of them. Maybe Rogan. If Rogan had said, "Look, I saw a Sasquatch hunting in the woods," okay. But you know what I mean? Aliens, I'll take. There's no way there's a fucking Sasquatch. First of all, you said it. If they had kids, if Sasquatch got to have kids, so they're fucking. Someone's gonna hear a Sasquatch fucking other Sasquatch.
And how come
now you got the little kids running around? There's no way you can control a Sasquatch kid.
And that's the thing. How come a Sasquatch kid doesn't wander off by a road and can't find his way back? Yeah. Right? He can't find his way back. So you just see this thing sitting there crying, and
it's hard enough taking care of a regular 7-year-old kid when you go camping in the woods, having them not fucking run around and do crazy shit. Never mind a Sasquatch kid. And they never talk about Sasquatch kids. No one's ever seen a Sasquatch kid. It's always a full-grown fucking Sasquatch.
It's so true. You've never seen a fucking 1 year, like a young, Sasquatch.
Yeah, it's like no one's ever said, I saw a black ghost. It's always some white lady or some white guy.
What about if in my wife's garden, it wasn't a black bear? What if it was a baby Sasquatch?
It's not a baby Sasquatch. First of all, there's no Sasquatches in your woods. Your woods goes for a fucking half a mile. Okay? There's no way.
All right, Bobby.
You think there's a Sasquatch in between the reservoir and your house, which is 1.5 miles, just living there for years?
Yeah, nobody saw the fucking thing. All right, Bobby, I got one for you. We could end on this. This has been so fun. I'm crying again. This has been such a great episode, sitting here with the great Bobby Kelly. So, Bobby, what happened?
You're out of focus.
Why?
Because your camera, you got to lean into it a little bit. Let it grab your face.
What?
And now move back.
I never knew that.
See, I taught you. See, I know about that. I don't know about the creepy guy. 7 hours left. I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, but thank you. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Me and you were in the woods.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we've done this with snakes. We've done this before, and people have laughed. So this is Bobby Kelly and Paul Virzi are walking in the woods.
Yes.
We're walking up to our spot where I forgot the blanket.
Yes.
Okay, where I forgot my blanket. We're walking.
Viruni Kills.
And what?
It's called Viruni Falls.
Viruni Falls. Okay, where is it?
It's in the Catskills.
Okay, so me and you were in the Catskills. Everybody said they can't come. You talked me into going another time. We go. We're filming it, Instagram story. We're having a good time.
Yep.
And then you go, I'm just going to put the camera away now. We're just going to get up there. We got about 1/2 mile. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Me and you were walking. You're in front of me by 5 feet. I'm walking behind you. We got our backpacks. We got a walking stick. No camera. And all of a sudden, you scream, "Holy shit, Virzi, what's that?" I look up, and in the distance, about 35 yards from us, off to the right, kind of behind a tree, me and you witness what they've said was a Sasquatch. Me and you actually see a Bigfoot, and it's groaning, and it's to the right, and it's 35 yards, but we're all frozen, and we're watching it, and me and you were talking. What do we do?
You take that camera out. You take that fucking camera out.
What? Wait a minute. You're already wrong. Wait a minute. You're taking a camera out when you got a fucking 7 or 8 foot fucking creature growling at you?
What do you think? Your fucking bitch rant on the way up is going to blow up my Instagram? Dude, this is fucking stupid. Fucking, I shouldn't have came again. As opposed to Sasquatch video? Are you nuts?
So you're willing to die for that footage?
Abso-fucking-lutely. I will fucking die for that footage. I will fucking, yes. I will fucking, you take that camera out, you get it on video, do whatever, whatever call, throw a rock.
No. It's not going to go, it's going to go, it's going to fucking be a monster coming at you. It's not.
How do you know that? How do you know the
You just did a fucking squirrel squeak. This thing is 8 feet tall.
But how do you know? Okay, he's 8 feet tall. That doesn't mean that he has to go, rah. What if he's like, rah, rah? What if that's the sound a Sasquatch makes? Rah.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my foot on your rear end, kick you forward, and run the other way. I'm just kidding.
That's fine. I'd actually sign up real quick to his own page, Sasquatch Catskills Yeti .com, and I'd fucking make his own little page. Dude, I would get that video. Do you know how epic that would be? Even if we had to run down the mountain, even if we had to fucking run down that mountain, get back to my truck and make it out with the skin of our teeth. Okay?
I love how you, in all this time, the thing is 35 yards away, okay?
That's a lot.
An NFL wide receiver could run a 40-yard dash in under 5 seconds. And you're going to put your bag down and get in focus. Hold on, let me get to my story. And you're going to, this thing is growling and making moves and petrified. Listen, I love you. I love you. And I don't know if we're going to have a gun on me, but I'm going to tell you something, dude. While you're setting up your tripod for your fucking big shoot and everything, you'll probably put a lighting screen out. I'm out.
Dude, I'm not going to be Soderbergh and fucking set up a shoot. I'm not going to get fucking key lighting and a fucking tripod. I'm going to take my phone out. I'm going to get it on video. As we're slowly walking away, I'm going to narrate. There's a Yeti behind that oak tree. Me and Paul are slowly walking back. And hear you in the background. Dude, we got to go. Dude, we got to go. Dude, we got to get the fuck out of here, dude. It's growling. It's not growling, Paul.
I mean,
it's letting us know it's there. It's growling, dude. We got to get the fuck out of here. Come on. Paul, we're leaving. Let's just get it on video. Fuck the video. I'm out. Bye.
It would be funny if you just heard footsteps and then your bloody carcass, the camera was picking up.
It would be worth it to have that fucking video, dude.
Oh my God. That was literally one of my favorite moments on my podcast ever. I'm crying. Oh my God. Bobby, this was so fun, man. Thank you so much for doing this. Episode 456. This is going to be up soon, dude. You're the best.
It's good to talk to you, buddy. I miss you. I can't wait till we get back to. I can't wait till we get. There you go. I can't wait till we get back to. We can do a show again. I can't wait.
I know. Is there anything that you have that people should go to? Obviously, you're doing you and Calta.
Yeah, we're doing Calta and Kelly every night. Fucking best thing to come out of the pandemic. We're having a blast, dude. I mean, you've been on it a bunch of times. It's a fucking great show. We had Burr on it. We had Dan Soder on tonight. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. We had Norton on this week. We've had so many fucking guests, and it's so fun. It's an hour show, 6 nights a week. It's how I'm making my living right now, and I'm actually really enjoying the show. So go check that out at patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Of course, my YKWD, and there's a bunch of other shows on there. I got my Patreon. I got so much fucking content on that thing. It's live from the sheds. I got fucking tech talk with Bobby and friends. I load that thing up as much as I can, and it's you get 20 something shows a month for I think it's 21 cents a show. It works out to be it's $5. That's it. For all those shows. So
I could tell you guys firsthand. I did Kelly and Calta and Kelly, however you want to say it, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's fun. Those guys are the best. The show is great. So please check that out. Subscribe to it, especially for Bobby, one of the funniest guys walking the planet as far as I'm concerned. I've always said that. And, I won't go far. I'll tell you what, I won't go camping with him again, but he's one of my favorites. Dude, thank you so much for being here. This has been the Virzi Effect, episode 456. For more episodes, please go and subscribe on the YouTube channel and also check out the new web series, Dude, I Called It. Thank you so much, Bobby.
Thanks, buddy. I'll talk to you later.